Green anacondas are the largest snake on Earth and spend almost their entire lives in water. And I have a sneaking suspicion that my rainbow boa juniper might actually be one in disguise, because I heard a rumor that rainbow boas are super closely related to anacondas. So today, I'm testing that theory. I'm building Juniper her very own pool, and if she swims in it like a mini anaconda, the theory will be confirmed. And the ultimate test will be if she uses her swimming pool after eating, because anaconda love to soak in the river after eating a big meal. First, I'm going to move Juniper into her temporary tub. This tub is far from ideal, so I need to complete this project as quickly as possible. However, let me show you my biggest problem. This pile of money adds up to $112.72, and it is my budget for the project. If I run out of money before the mini anaconda pool is complete, the project is over. And by the way, let me know in the comments if you think I should get an anaconda for a future video. The plan is very straightforward. First, we must build a glass box. Thankfully, I already had the tape and glass on hand from previous projects, but I did have to purchase a new tube of silicone, so we are already $8 into our budget. I want this pool to be nice and dark like a murky river, so I'm painting the glass black to block out all the light. In the wild, anacondas are often found in dark, murky rivers, and I assume that if Juniper actually wants to swim in this pool, she's likely going to want it to feel the same way. I also need to drill these 2 holes into the pool because later on we'll be adding a pump system to allow the water to flow like a river. And unfortunately, we are dipping back into our budget as I had to buy these fittings for the holes. Each of these cost me about $6, so we are down another $12.76. And because I'm a very distracted person, I decided it would be fun to do 3 mystery side quests alongside the main swimming pool build. The first side quest is creating wind. Just like you, Juniper appreciates fresh air, so I'm drilling a giant hole into the side of her tank. In front of this hole is a big computer fan that is programmed to blow wind into her tank randomly throughout the day and night. So it is now time to make the fake rocks, because of course I can't have this pool looking like a black box in Juniper's tank, so I'm going to use spray foam and a lot of it to make this pool look like it should belong in the rainforest. I'm also using the spray foam to stick these cups to the side of the pool, and I will explain why later, but as I use this foam, I'm sure you can imagine we are hitting the budget again. This can of spray foam set me back about $15, and yes, I am well aware this pool is now looking like something out of Dr. Seuss, but I promise we will make it look better soon. Unfortunately, making it look better required me to make the biggest hit out of the budget yet, and that is for this piece of driftwood. It cost me $32. What is with wood costing so much from the pet store? Now that the spray foam is dry, it's time to carve it and paint it so it looks like rock. I'm trying to make the foam look jagged and rough just like a rock, but right now it's looking pretty terrible, so I'm really hoping that adding some color will help. Thankfully, I already had a bunch of different paints on hand, and I'm thinking if I mix up several different shades of brown and gray, I should be able to make this pool look like a rock. And I'm finding that if I run light colored gray paint over the rough foam, it really makes this surface look like rock. Now that the painting and carving is done, my vision is starting to come to life. If I want to prove that Juniper loves swimming just like anacondas do, then the swimming pool needs to look like a natural river. And I think what I have made here should get the job done. Now, onto the second side quest. I was having so much fun carving and painting the spray foam that I decided to make a secret tunnel to one of Juniper's hides. She loves hanging out in her secret hideout, and I think she will love slithering through this new tunnel to get there. Juniper's pool is nearly ready for water, but first I need to install the pump system, which will allow the water to continuously flow like a river. In order to make this work, I needed to go to the hardware store to buy a bunch of plumbing supplies like hose and pipe, which meant I needed to say goodbye to another $28.98. I designed this pool so that water can flow from the pool into a bin that's sitting below Juniper's tank. The water is then pumped back up into the pool using this small pump, which eats up another $15.62. And with that purchase, we are basically completely out of money with less than $1 left, so I am desperately hoping I don't need to make any more purchases for the rest of this build, or we will be completely stuck. Now the issue that I have is I need a way to easily add fresh water into the pool without unhooking all of this plumbing. And that's when it hit me. I remember I have an old fish tank water changer in my closet from my fish keeping days. All I need to do is to create a water changing port. This will allow me to easily remove old water and quickly add new fresh water into Juniper's pool. And I think it's about time for another side quest. If you watched my last video, then you know that I love the look of vertical branches in reptile tanks, and I'm going to do the same in Juniper's enclosure. But the tricky part is I want them to be removable for cleaning. Adding these bowls to each log should allow me to fix them in place, but also easily remove them when I need to. Juniper's home is really starting to come together, and I think that pool fits into the tank perfectly. Now, before we add Juniper back into her tank to prove that she's actually an anaconda in disguise, we need to do the finishing touches on her home. You'll remember that I stuck these cups to the side of the pool using spray foam. Well, those are going to be for live plants. I'm also going to scatter large rainforest leaves on the bottom of the tank, and you can actually see her secret tunnel hide tucked into the back corner. Juniper is going to love her new home, but the real question is, will she act like an anaconda and use her swimming pool? It's time to find out. Snakes are very curious animals and have an extremely strong sense of smell. Juniper can tell that something is completely different with her tank since the last time she was in it. She's flicking her tongue to gather as much information as possible. She's smelling the leaves, and then, boom, dives right into the pool. This is her natural habitat. She knows exactly what to do. Or so I thought. Almost instantly, she slithers back out of the pool. Did I make a mistake? Maybe she isn't secretly an anaconda. Maybe rainbow boas aren't related to them at all. A few days went by and there was absolutely no sign of her using the pool at all. However, I figured it was probably time to offer her a meal. As she chomped down her meal, I just couldn't help but wonder if I wasted a huge amount of space in her tank with a swimming pool that she's never going to use. After finishing her meal, she slithered back into her hide. Suddenly, I hear this super strange noise coming from Juniper's tank. What is going on? Is the pool already leaking? I rushed to the tank and opened the door, and you won't believe what I saw. Juniper soaking in her pool. It worked. Juniper's natural instincts kicked in, and a few hours after finishing her meal, she went right to the water. Just like anacondas do. She looks so comfortable in the water. This is where she is meant to be. Theory confirmed. So, is Juniper secretly a mini anaconda in disguise? Well, no. But rainbow boas and anacondas are very closely related to each other. As far as Mother Nature is concerned, they're basically cousins. They live in the same part of the world, they have similar patterns on their body, and clearly they both share a love for the water. So because of all that, I think it's very fair to call rainbow boas the colorful little brother of anacondas. Juniper's home is looking fantastic, her swimming pool is flowing with cool, crisp, clean water, and I have 61 cents left in my pocket for a future project. This was a success. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to help grow the channel and support future projects just like this one. I will see you in the next video.